also in the same manner. So I used to think, what probably is the reason why he behaves in this manner? Because never ever in my life I have seen an Iron Man is so happy, so excited to receive clothes or give clothes. And there is another Iron Man next door. I rarely go, only when this person is not available. He collects the clothes as if it's a burden for him, as if doing the whole work is very difficult. So whenever there is an opportunity to give to the first person, I always give. I'm sure there's no logic behind it, but we connect to people who we like. But this made me think of one of the most important aspects of influence. One of the philosophers who studied how people influence others. Of the 7 points, one of the most important point of influence is called likability. If another person likes you, the chances of the other person influencing you is very, very high. Probably that is how the word influencer coined also. You like somebody's talk, like somebody's video, and they have followers, and then influencer is created. So one of the most important elements in management about persuasion and influence, likability forms a major important factor. I think in Toastmasters, we have various opportunities to improve ourselves and influence people without titles. One of the beauty of Toastmasters is all the titles we have. I'm the class president until June 30th this year. And next year, if I'm not standing for any office, then I am just a member. But in this 1 year, if I have to do or get things done, it is mostly an influence, not a title which is working. You say that I'm the club president, hey, do these things. I'm sure none of the club officers and members won't care about it. But the way you develop your power or through influence, I think it works wonders, not just in Toastmasters, but in your professional lives also. The ability you can influence, the ability to influence people actually determines the ability to lead an organization. With this thought, I open. With these thoughts, I open meeting number 325, and we will have the guest introduction now. So may I request Anushya and Priya to introduce themselves?
Hi all, I'm Anushya. I'm from VT Toastmasters Club. So today I have got a chance to attend your meeting and present represent a L2 P1 speech today.
Which club are you part of, Anushya?
VT Toastmasters Club, Coimbatore.
Am I audible? Yeah, it's a corporate club.
Yeah, yes.
All right, okay. Welcome to the club, Anushya, and thanks for waking up. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Anirudh, why don't you introduce yourself? We know your introduction still.
Yeah. So, hi, as you know, my name is Anirudh. This is my fourth Toastmasters meeting. I've already attended 2 online meetings and 1 in-person meeting last week. Right. Looking forward to learn. And I'm from an IT professional background, so I guess most of you already know about it. Thanks.
Thanks, Anirudh. Thanks a lot. Priya, could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Priya from HCL Pinnacle Toastmaster Club. Yes, as usual, for joining the club for communication leadership skill, I want to improve, so that I am joining us, and that's all about me.
All right. Thanks, Priya. Thanks a lot. Now we will have the club secretary reading the minutes of the meeting. May I request Club Secretary Gayatri Panaswamy to read the minutes of the previous meeting?
Thank you, Alex Jacob, DTM Alex Jacob. Good morning, everyone. As secretary, it is my duty to read the minutes of meeting for the previous meeting. Last meeting was the 323rd meeting of Wake Up Chennai Toastmaster Club. It held on 31st May 2025. The in-person meeting was initiated by SAA TM Satish Kumar at 7:25 a.m., followed by the presidential address by the presiding officer DTM Alex Jacob. Attendees were DTM Alex Jacob, DTM Satish Menon, TM Murukeshan, myself, TM Bilal Sharif, TM Satish Kumar, TM Shivakumaran, TM Keshav, TM Murukeshan, and TM Navanita. Guests present were Selvi, Subramani, Anirudh, and visiting guests were Guru, Abhilash, and Melvin. Guests were asked to introduce themselves before the commencement of the meeting. The TM Modi, myself, introduced the theme of the day, the power of intuition. Intuition arises from the powerful subconscious mind and can be used to navigate situations intelligently. The word of the day is felicity. Members with meeting roles were introduced. Toastmaster of the day, myself, table topic master TM Bilal Sharif, general evaluator TTM Satish Menon, timer guest Selvi, accounter visiting guest Guru, grammarian TM Shokumaran. Prepared speeches were presented by 3 speakers. First speaker TM Navanita, evaluated by TM Shivakumaran. His speech title was My Beautiful Weight Machine. It is about being positive doesn't mean ignoring the negative. Being positive means overcoming the negative. The second speech was given by TM Anbarashan and evaluated by TM Satish Kumar sir. The title of the speech was From Silence to Speech, an introvert's first speech. It is an icebreaker speech. The third speech was given by TM Murukeshan, followed by the evaluator DTM Alex Jacob. The speech title was I Love My Profession. The summary of the speech was about that unpleasant experience can often lead to something good. So don't let them defeat you. Rise above and overcome them. An engaging table topic session was conducted by TM Bilal Sharif. Table topic speakers were TM Satish Kumar, TM Shivakumaran, guest Anirudh, guest Selvi, visiting guest Melvin, and TM Keshav. After the prepared speeches and evaluations, General Evaluator DTM Satish Menon sir invited the tag team, timer, accountant, and grammarian to present their reports. This was followed by a presidential address by DTM Alex Jacob, who shared closing thoughts and appreciated the contributions of all role players and participants. Awards given were Best Role Player, myself, Best Tag Role Player, Visiting Guest Guru, Best Speaker, TM Murukeshan, Best Evaluator, Visiting Guest Abhilash, Best Table Topic Speaker, Visiting Guest Melvin. The meeting was adjourned at 9:10 a.m. by DTM Alex Jacob. Thank you. Back to you, Alex Jacob. DTM.
Thank you, Gayatri. So one correction, I was not the evaluator. It was Abhilash Suresh was the evaluator.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
The third evaluator is
Yeah, sure.
Abhilash.
Yeah,
All right.
I will correct it.
It's living under
Thank
the
you.
relation that is
Sorry?
it's living under the relation that is incapable of me.
Right.
Yeah, he's the incoming director for Division C. Yes. All right. So thank you, Gayatri, for reading out the minutes of the meeting. So next, let's move on to the next segment. Before we move to the next segment, we have a Toastmaster of the day. And our Toastmaster of the day is a very, very special person to Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters. So he is someone who is there 50% of the time in a calendar year in Toastmasters. But in that 50%, he is 100%. That is what is remarkable about Karthik. So Karthik works in a ship. So as you all know how it works. So 6 months you have to be in the sea and 6 months on the shore. And then when he is on the shore, he is 100% a committed Toastmaster. So initial days when he joined Toastmaster, every other meeting he used to take up roles, and there was a time when he used to be the Toastmaster of the day for every other meeting. And one day asked Karthik, probably it's not a good idea to take up Toastmaster of the day for every other meeting. Then he said, Alex, I am joining the ship in another 1 month. So before that, I need to ensure that I have a maximum experience, Toastmasters experience. And I think that's a great way of looking at it. And he is someone who enjoys the proceedings of Toastmasters. So let's put our hands together to welcome Karthik as our Toastmaster of the day. So let's give him a big round of applause and let's enjoy our meeting today. Thank you, and over to Toastmaster of the day, Karthik.
Thank you, DDM Alex, for that wonderful introduction. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. It's my pleasure to serve as the Toastmaster of the day. For the benefit of guests, the Toastmaster of the day is equivalent to the Master of Ceremony of any function program. So you all have to bear with me for the next 1.5 hours. I will take this meeting as interesting as possible. So for today's meeting, we have a theme. The theme is fire. So when you hear this word fire, F-I-R-E, fire, what are the things coming to your mind? Can anybody unmute and say?
I know it's hard, warm, hot. It hurts people.
Barbecue.
Okay, I'm from finance background, so fire number is your financial independence score.
Fire was a movie name, but I don't want to discuss the details of the movie though.
You are always funny, Alex.
But it is the
Yes,
truth.
our DTM Priyank is correct. So fire, when it comes to finance, we have like financial independence and retire early. So we have a fire number. So how many of you would like to retire early? Yeah, again, DTM Priyank, yeah, yes, good. So how many of you here have attained your financial independence? Okay, again, DTM Priyank. So today the theme is about financial independence and again the retire early. So everybody would like to retire early. No, in India our traditional retirement age is 60. So it's the basically fire is a lifestyle and a financial movement where individuals aim to retire early and retire early than their traditional age. So when we talk about this, so how do we do this? Everybody likes to retire early. And I know people, they have retired in early 40s. But by this, so how are we going to achieve it? And fortunately, I would say I love my job. But if I ask at least my friends, 8 out of 10 people, they say they don't love their job. They just work for money. So when this comes, so they continuously, keep working till the end of their, or at least till 60 years. So by few strategies we can do, and before that we need to calculate our fire numbers. So suppose I want to retire now. So how much corpus if I have, I'm ready to retire today. Okay. So in this, so it's easy as a thumb rule. A minimum of, if you have, like suppose your annual expenses, let me talk with my example. So my annual expense when I was in Chennai, so it was coming around 13 lakhs per year. So 13 lakhs multiplied by 25 minimum, so it comes around 3.25 crore. So if I have a corpus of 3.25 crore today, I can retire. But again, the 3.25 crore should grow and it should cover my expenses, living expenses. So in that case, so the fire number changes depends or according to your lifestyle and according to your the lifestyle. So with this, so we take a pause and let's move on with the meeting and let's see how do we achieve this and what are the strategies we use for achieving this fire number. And let us take a pause and let's see how we proceed with the meeting. Typically, a Toastmaster meeting consists of 3 sections. So the first part is the prepared speech section where members prepare their speech well in advance, get it mentored, and deliver the same. The second part is the table topic session where a topic will be given and even guests can participate in this. And we have to talk for a time of 1 to 2 minutes. And the final will be the evaluation segment where our general evaluator will give a comprehensive report of the whole meeting. So before going into the speakers, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Sivakumaran, our general evaluator for today's meeting, to say about Toastmaster Sivakumaran. He is an MCA graduate working in the IT sector for 14 years as a functional consultant, specializing in manufacturing, supply chain, distribution, and costing verticals in Oracle app. Including, he's a cinephile, bibliophile, and hodophile. He aspires to reach maximum heights in public speaking and professional communication in Toastmasters. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Sivakumaran, our general evaluator, to explain his role objective. Over to you, Toastmaster Sivakumaran.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dari Karthik. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am Sivakumaran, and I am your general evaluator for today's meeting. The purpose of general evaluator is to evaluate everything that takes place throughout the meeting, except the prepared speeches. During the meeting, I will take notes on everything that happens and doesn't happen, and evaluate the meeting flow, timing, transition, and how well we are adhering to Toastmaster standards. To help me with the evaluation process, I have a team that will support me with three important aspects. That is the tag team. So the tag team will be played by the tag team is timer, accountant, and grammarian. Our timer today is Toastmaster Digvijay. Before he provides the guidelines, I would like to introduce himself with a few words. He is a marine engineer, sailed for 18 years in Merchant Navy with a robust career in maritime industry. He brings expertise in technical support and vessel management from shore. Now, his mission in Toastmasters is to help 1 million working professionals on stress management, work-life balance, and to achieve career growth. Digvijay, can you please provide the timer guidelines for our members?
Hello, Toastmasters and guest. So I'm just a timer today, but I teach life's greatest lesson. I don't argue, I don't clap, I don't take sides, but when your time is over, I buzz. In life too, time doesn't wait for applause or excuses. It moves silently and then it's gone. You may have passion, you may have potential, but if you don't use your time wisely, the buzzer will ring before your moment arises. Remember, in the life also, in any kind of you are giving any speech or you are participating in debate or anything, those who respect time always win. So respect time and use time wisely. So I will tell you about this timing. So as timer, I will time the table topic speakers, formal speeches, and the evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red card, which denotes like this. I will just show it in background. So when your time will be over, it will be like green light. I will show like this in background. Then yellow light for like this, and then a red light. So and then just a second. Yeah. So table topic speakers should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise the green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. Those giving speeches should limit their remarks to their specific speech times. Icebreaker speeches should be 4 to 6 minutes in length. At 4 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 5 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. At 6 minutes, I'll raise the red card. Most other speeches should be 5 to 7 minutes in length. And at 5 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I'll raise the yellow card. At 7 minutes, I'll raise the red card. The individual evaluations should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I'll raise the red card. Thank you all. And back to General Evaluator, Mr. Shivakumar.
Thank you, Digvijay. Thank you for the detailed summary of what a timer role is about. Next, I move on to our counter. Our R counter today is Anbarasan. To introduce himself, he is a software engineer with a total of 8 years experience, and he is working as an RPA consultant in Accenture. Anbarasan, kindly provide guidelines for our counter to our members.
Yeah. Thank you, Shiva. Yeah, and this is Anbarasan. I'll be doing our counter role today. As a our counter, I'll be listening careful to all the speakers and taking notes. Any filler words or sounds used unconsciously. These words includes like you know, like, so that, so, and other crutch words are the repeated words that can distract from your messages. At the end of the meeting, I'll be presenting the report highlighting the use the pillar words. The goal is to not criticize, but to help us to become more mindful and effective of the speaker. Over to you, Shobra. Thank you.
Thank you, Anbarasan. It is a nice way to finish with that particular thing. Next, our next role is grammarian. Our grammarian today is Dr. Murugesan. To introduce about Murugesan, he is a dentist and an orthodontist practicing in Velachery for 2 decades, created an enhanced 5,000 plus miles, interested to explore new places, food, and also a fitness freak. Dr. Murugesan, kindly explain us the guidelines of a grammarian to our members.
General Evaluator for giving this opportunity. Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters and guests, as a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers and listening carefully to their language usage. I will note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word of the day is delusion. Delusion. Delusion is synonymous of illusion or hallucination, and a false belief or judgment about the external reality. Because for example, he has delusion about how much money he can make. So he has delusion that waking up early to attend this Wake Up Chennai Toastmaster class. So each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. I will give the grammarian report when called upon during the meeting and also report on the usage of the word of the day. And every speaker, they are using the word, just to clap your hands to encourage them to use the word of the day. Thank you. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, grammarian. I think we are not living in a delusion and have joined this club. We have a strong conviction why and why we have joined today's meeting. With that good thoughts, I hand it over back to Toastmaster Vivek Karthik to proceed with the next steps of
Thank
the
you,
meeting.
General Evaluator Toastmaster Sivakumaran. Let's move on with the first prepared speaker. For today's meeting, our first prepared speaker is Toastmaster Bala Murugesan. To say a few words about him, he is a cloud consultant by profession and an organic farming enthusiast at heart. He values simplicity, lifelong learning, and meaningful conversations. His passion lies in building sustainable solutions that make a real impact. Photography, cooking, baking, guitar. Before his speech, I would like to call upon his speech evaluator, Toastmaster Keshavan, to talk about the speech evaluation. Over to you, Keshavan, Toastmaster.
Thank you, TMOD, Toastmaster Karthik. My target speaker, Toastmaster Bala, is going to give his level 1 speech. Speech titled My Experience with Different Communication Styles at Work. The purpose of the speech is for the member to learn about the different communication styles, how he's impacted with that. So over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you,
Toastmaster Karthik.
Toastmaster Keshavan. Toastmaster Bala, my experience with different communication styles at work. My experience with different communication styles at work, Toastmaster Bala.
Thank you. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and friends. I think I'm audible, right? I can proceed. Okay, thanks. It's an interesting day. What we usually see and marrying between passion and profession. I'm happy. The passion and profession is matching in my career life. As my introduction started, I'm a technology consultant, which means I need to talk was my delusion, but actually I need to listen is what I'm supposed to do. I allow people to talk, gather inputs, and then I take that as notes, which makes business benefits for both the organization. It's a mutual win-win. So I had a lot of career opportunities, either completing my engineering, either to go to a technology job, or so I had only two questions in mind. Do I mind talking to the computer, or am I good talking to people? So this was the two big questions which I had when I completed my engineering. I said, okay, I'm not good in talking to the computer. I'm good talking to the people, strangers. So that took up to my sales career from my, I think, 2003 plus years, from 2003 onwards. But I didn't know there were communication styles available. My thought as a sales is have your product portfolio, talk more, present more, project your capabilities. But after coming to a technology consulting role, I identified a lot of benefits, and specifically talking about the 4 communication styles which are available. I work for a company wherein we work with AWS, which is in the cloud space. I work with clients, co-workers, partners. Within a week, I was able to differentiate all the different types of communication patterns and styles, which is going to help me come up in my career much faster. It was a Monday. I had a call with a technological, we call it as a CTO, Chief Technology Officer of a manufacturing domain. So I had a long prepared presentation. While entering into the conference room, it was more towards an AWS migration. He cut me short. He said, Bala, what's the cost? How fast can we move? These were the 2 questions when even before me getting started. He was not interested in any of my slides or buzzword. So I had to keep my response straightforward and outcome based. We will complete the migration by 6 weeks, and we would reduce your cost by 25%, and we would automate your backup system. So it's all technology term. These are the words I told him on the face before all the 8 members were present in the conference room. It was a silence. He was happy. He appreciated the no fluff style and booked a technical deep dive the same day. I realized the direct communicators, its brevity builds credibility. He would be a busy man because his time is very important to take a lot of important decisions within the organization. I should not do a lot of justice, passioning, professional talking. So it was a point. So his discussion was over. He passed it on to the specific team who was in charge and then moved out. So this, I identified this as the first direction. It's the direct communicator. They don't want to know more. They want to be very crisp and to the point. On a Thursday, I had to meet a startup founder. As you all know, founders are the visionaries. They identify what they need to do. The ideas is getting conceptualized into a product, and product either will be a SaaS model or however it is how it has to be deployed. So he is bubbling in activities. I had the complete corporate deck ready. Before me presenting, I was able to identify he was bubbling with energy and I allowed him to talk. He was jumping between artificial intelligence, gamification, mobile apps. So instead of grounding him immediately, I let him explore. He was talking about a learning management system for his factory employees, which means an LMS is used for the employees to learn on their own self-paced profession, which means all the exams, tests is conducted, which is going to be beneficial for the organization. So imagine a worker unlocking badges as they complete their safety modules. He was talking about gamification. So this I controlled myself, and this was an initiative communicator. I allowed them to talk, and then I was able to follow it up. During the midweek, I was working with an HR lead. It was a legacy business. As you know, legacy business, they don't take calls immediately, and they have senior persons on the board. Any small changes like thing will need a Herculean task for them to change. When your email servers, they cannot change it immediately. They don't adapt like a startup. There, what happened was they were not comfortable. So we had to pacify them. We'll have your team comfortable within a week. So the HR was very happy. He opened up, and later we made her a champion internally for making this training adoption successful. It was more towards the trust, which was getting the momentum. It was a supportive communicator role which I had to play. And last but not least, it was a finance head. They are very specific. They call themselves as the analytical communicators. So he was very specific in marking about the A recommendations which we were doing on the engine's accuracy. He was very clear what are the supporting documents I submitted. It can be white papers, document, benchmarks, proof of concept metrics. He was very happy because he was an analytical guy who wanted to understand what needs to be taken. So if I don't validate the type of communicators or the communication style without me going on my own, I would have not satisfied all the 4 members. It was a bit different. So it is good. We try to understand based on them. So let's take it as a homework. Try to understand what are the communication styles which is available. So name the first is the direct communicator, who is very straightforward, the initiative communicator, the supportive communicator, and the analytical communicator. Thanks for the time. Over to you, to the TMOD, please.
Thank you, TM Balamurgesan. Now let's move on with the second speaker. For today's meeting, we have our second speaker, Toastmaster Satish Kumar. Before calling upon Toastmaster Satish Kumar, I would like to call upon his evaluator, DTM Alex, to brief about his speech. Over to you, DTM Alex.
Yeah, so this particular speech is about receiving feedback. It is about giving a speech and receiving feedback. So the details are as follows: evaluation and feedback. So the purpose statements. The purpose of this project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during the club meeting. The purpose of this speech is for the member to deliver constructive feedback on other members' presentation. So this has 2 aspects. One is you need to act as an evaluator, and another is to receive the feedback for the feedback which you received in the previous speech. You apply it in the current speech. So over to the speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Alex. Toastmaster Satish Kumar, PM and the TM, PM and the TM, Toastmaster Satish Kumar. Over to you.
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. 18 years I've spent my life major part of my career in project management. You all know the word PM, the project manager, who is responsible for success of the projects and who takes blame for all the problems in the project. Toastmaster of the day, do you know what is TM? A quick one. What is a TM? Toastmaster of the day?
No, I don't know. I was asking the same.
Okay.
Any suspense with the
So,
title?
I grew up watching the game of tennis on television. When I was 15, 16, 17 years old, I used to watch tennis in a color TV when they were introduced slowly in a public library where it is installed for public benefit. And we used to watch the Wimbledon, where those days the players were Martina Navratilova, Chris Evert Lloyd, John Borg, Van Lendl, John McEnroe, and so on, all legends. In this game of tennis, there is one player who is playing the court, and there are millions watching from across the world, and he is always on the spotlight. How he plays, or how she hits the ball. They're always on the focus. When I grew up and started working, I felt a project manager's life is like a tennis singles player. He is alone or she is alone, hitting the ball hard, trying to score a point against an opponent who is also equally capable, who is also a player, who is a project manager from the customer side. And the beauty of this profession, project management, is that you start your life with triple constraints. That's what you are taught. You have constraint of scope, time, and budget. And any day you lose this, any of these parameters or cross the line, you're gone. And your life starts with these constraints. That is how the project management is all about. Like you have boundary lines and so many other lines within the court, which you have to adhere to. You should not cross any line when you're not supposed to. In a game of tennis, in spite of you running around and jumping and trying to hit the ball, reach the ball. That's how it is. So in a constrained environment, you have to perform against an equal opponent who is challenging you with his serves and volleys every time. There is no rest. There's no breathing time except for the breaks, like a review meeting, where you take a break, you take a drink, and before you even fresh up, the umpire calls you back into the court. And then comes the judges, the line umpires, the net umpire, the main umpire sitting on the court, sitting in a raised chair, and so many umpires are calling faults with you always. You cross this line, your ball has touched the net, and when the technology came, it became even worse. Even if there is a micron difference, everybody zoom in and see, or an alarm bell will ring, and you are at fault. Always, what you are being told is this is the fault, that is a fault. But of course, there are spectators who are clapping for you. And the spectators are clapping for you only when they're happy. When you hit a good shot, when you give a backhand cross-court shot as a return, which will surprise the opponent, or when you serve an ace, or a forehand shot, or a drop shot. All this, when you do only, the spectators will clap and the sponsor will be happy because the viewership will increase. There are more tickets sold and they make better money. Like a project manager, isn't it? Even the sponsor of the project wants to get best of the project, and the project manager is responsible. Then comes the role of this umpire, who has seldom played a tennis match. A professional, but not a professional player. You are toiling, but he or she sitting on the raised chair is calling right and wrong about you, and always giving the score. This is your score. This is where you stand, and you can't even raise your voice. He's like the umpire is like a project management office, PMO, who is putting the rules and ensuring that you don't cross the lines. You are bound to follow the rules and without raising the voice. Then comes the finance managers, who are always ensuring that your time is being counted, the revenues are on time or not, are you delivering, are you billing, are you getting the money, like they're counting the score continuously, and they call the score is this much, and when the revenues or the money is not coming in, it is like you're playing juice or a tiebreaker. You know, every point counts. Everyone is looking closely at you because they want you to win the game. At the same time, nobody is there to support. A project manager all alone, though there is a team, they're only doing their duties. You are the one who are making it successful. And the, then there is this sponsor who is always counting the money, how much money is earning. And there is another great thing that happens without even your intervention. There is a box where, in the air conditioned environment, with a good view of what you are doing on the court, how you are playing on the court, who are judging, giving commentary about you, your performance, your fitness, your moves, your agility, your good shots, and your bad emotions that you go through during the match. That most of these commentators are not tennis players. They're experts in commentating. They know about bit about the game, but they just better know how to articulate it and tell people that this guy is playing this way, this lady is not playing so well. She has this emotion. She's reacting. She's tensed. All this commentary, from the sidelines, from the comfort of the box, and during sipping a coffee or sometimes even a beer. But here you're toiling, hitting the ball hard to place it in the right point in the customer's court so that the customer has no choice but to accept it and give you a point. This is how is the project manager's life. And nobody appreciates till the match is over. You have to keep playing all alone, and you only in the minor breaks which are also a review where your scorecard is read by everybody, and sometimes, very rarely, a coach gives you a minor advice, or the physio will come and support you a little bit so that you can recover. It is not with the love on you, it is to help you perform better. The drinks, the everything is there only for you to perform better. It is not with love, it is for you to perform better. And as we go forward, see, with all these constraints, there is only one person who appreciates your effort. That is the opposite player, because he or she is also a project manager from the customer side. They also are equally under pressure, and they're also having the same parameters. So they want to get the best, they want to win the match for their organization. And they're always ready with answers. You serve well, they might give a good return where you cannot reach the ball. So that's how the game goes on. And end of the day, that is the only person who understands. When the game ends, who is there to first shake hands with you or appreciate your effort? It is the first, whether you win or lose, or he wins or she loses or she wins. The opponent player is the first one who shakes hands with you and sometimes even gives a hug to you, because you both are playing, you both have toiled, and you appreciate the difficulties of the game of tennis, and playing in that center stage, in the center court, where hundreds are watching directly and millions are watching remotely and judging you. So, next time when you see a project manager, or remember a tennis match, and next time when you see a tennis match, remember a project manager. Please do not think that the project manager's job is very easy. In all the constraints, you have to deliver and perform, and end of the day you have to win the match, and it has to be a win-win. The opponent also has to win, and you also have to win. So with this, I request all of you to appreciate an effort of a project manager. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satish Kumar. For again, we come to the third speaker. For the third speaker for today's meeting, we have Toastmaster Anushya. Toastmaster Anushya, she is currently working as in Vitae International Coimbatore, and she is a member of Vitae Toastmasters Club. Before her speech, I would like to call upon DTM Priyang, the speech evaluator, to give her the speech type.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Karthik. Welcome to our club, Toastmaster Anushya. Toastmaster Anushya is doing her pathway dynamic leadership, delivering a speech from level 2, project 1, understanding your leadership style. Timer, please note the timing for this project is 5 to 7 minutes. The purpose of this project is for the member to identify their primary leadership style or styles. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of their primary leadership style or discuss leadership styles in general. All the very best, Toastmaster Anushya, and back to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Karthik.
Thank you, DTM Priyan. Toastmaster Anushya, the spectrum of leadership, Toastmaster Anushya.
Thank you. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters, friends, and guests. John Quincy Adams said, if your action inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are the leader. This quote reminds that Leadership is not just about having a title or being in charge. It's about inspiring others to grow and succeed. So, what exactly the leadership is? Let's see. Leadership is the ability to guide and influence people towards a common goal. It involves skills and behavior that help to provide direction, foster teamwork, make decisions, and motivate others to become their best. A leader is not just someone in a high level position or an executive. A leader is anyone who inspires others, to their best self, whether at work, or even in everyday life. A good leader are open-minded and flexible. They adapt their leadership style depending on the situation, constantly seeking improvement, enjoy mentoring others, and love motivating people towards common goals. Just like people having different ways of dressing and communicating, leaders have different styles. The four common leadership styles are autocratic, democratic, laissez-faire, coaching. Let's explore these styles in detail. Authoritarian leadership is also called as autocratic. This leadership style involves the leader making all the decision and expect the followers to obey without questioning. This can be effective in certain situations only, like during a crisis or when working with a new or inexperienced employees. For example, imagine a fire chief during an emergency. He has to give a clear orders and expect others to follow immediately. This will suits only this. This leadership style suits only for certain situations, not on all time, because this has its own downsides. It can hurt motivation and creativity because people feel they are not they don't have the importance for their words. Next, it comes democratic leadership. This is also called as participative. This style involves the team in decision making. The leaders value the inputs from others, but they will make the final call. This is the most effective for overall group performance. For example, if a project manager who invites the team members to brainstorm the idea before making a plan, this approach encourages collaboration. So this will help to bring a good ideas when for a successful projects. Next comes the laissez-faire leadership. This is also called as delegative leadership. This style gives employees freedom to make decisions and work independently. It's great when employees are highly skilled and involved. Next comes the coaching leadership. This leadership focuses on personal development. The leader guides and gives feedback and helps the team member to improve over time. For example, a sports coach helps each player by constantly giving the feedback for their improvement. This builds their confidence and capability for a long term. So which style we should use? There is no one size fit for all. Effective leaders changes their style depending on the situation and the needs of the team. This is called a situational leadership. Situational leadership, adopting the team members' needs. A good leader will assess the two key things in a team member: skill and will. Skill, do they know how to do the task. Will, they are confident and motivated to do it. Depending on the combination, above combination, there are four types of team members maturity. That is low skill and low will. That is the person lacks ability and confidence. Next comes low skill and high will. The person is eager but inexperienced. High skill and low will. The person has ability but lacks motivation or confidence. High skill, high will. The person is capable and motivated. The leader who has to assess the maturity of the members, and accordingly he can apply the four leadership styles. That is directing, that is telling. When skill and will are low, the leader provides a clear instruction and clear supervision. Coaching and selling. When skill is low but will is high, the leader gives a direction and also explain the reason behind the decision, encouraging him to learn. Next comes the participating and supporting. When skill is high but will is low, the leader collaborates and supports to build a confidence and motivation. Delegation. When both skill and will is high, the leader trusts the member and take responsibility and with minimal oversight. To sum up, leader is not about having a power always, being in control. It is about knowing people, understanding the situation, and adopting the approach to help others succeed. So we need, where do we stand on the leadership spectrum today, and how to become a good leader by adopting which style of leadership based on the needs of the team. So leadership is a journey, or one where you inspires others to dream more, learn more, and do more and become more. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anushya. Now, before going to the table topic session, we would see a little bit about the theme, which is the FIRE, financial independence, retire early. So it is FIRE number. So everybody, we have to calculate our FIRE number. So suppose if we need to retire today. So retirement is, many people ask like, okay, today I retire, what I'm going to do tomorrow? So it is not that you have the freedom of choice. So how many people are loving their job? Everybody says, Monday morning, 9 o'clock, I have to get up. The life is routine life, which I hate, but just I'm working just for the money. So in this case, once we know about the FIRE number, so we try to, it's not so easy. This actually started from the Western countries, and in India, it's slowly gaining momentum. And I can give you real life examples. Like, I'm on the path of FIRE number, but one of my college senior, so he has already attained his FIRE number. He has his 30 times of his annual expenses he has already achieved. He's all 37, 38. And he wants that he says, no, I want to keep my FIRE number as 50 times. So 50 times his annual expenses, he will retire. So he says by the 40, I will be able to achieve, and he will. And coming to one more friend, he's again did his engineering, joined in CTS as an IT professional. He has about 2.3 crores as of today. And he says, I'm very much clear, at the age of 45, I should have 7 crores and I will retire. So definitely people are financially aware, having the financial awareness, and they are very much clear about their financial vision. So how much I'm going to have and how I'm going to. And again, on the other side, again, bad examples are also there. One of my friend, again, still he calls up each friend and asks for 10,000 rupees. For what? He says, no, his wife's birthday is coming on next month, so get her a present. So it's again good example and bad example. So this guy, he will be working lifelong. getting caught in that middle class life again, getting loan, then again trying to fill it, and then again. So in that case, so how do we achieve this financial fire number? Like the first thing is aggressive saving. So minimum we need to save 50% of our salary. Everybody gets salary, but most of the people, they just, as soon as they get a good post, okay, EMI, they buy a car, they buy a house, and what all things, iPhone. So if this is the case, then it will be a very difficult. And so first thing is extreme saving, and you save that amount and you invest in, diversify your asset classes like mutual funds, stocks, and our DTM Priyank, she keeps status of dividend stocks and this, so you can contact her. And EPF, PPF, Suganya Samriddhi scheme, rental income. So it's like creating a passive income once you are cut. And again, retirement is not like, okay, I'm gonna sit idle. I have the freedom to do what I want. I might have some passion, or so that I can do. And again, people will say, like, you live, YOLO, this group is there, you only live once. So these concepts, again, some people, they believe in that, but which is, again, when this COVID came, people were not having the emergency fund. Nobody thought that, a COVID-like situation would come, and people suffered so much where they did not have enough savings. So it is all like, okay, today we earn and this thing going on, and let's see what happens. So people suffered so much because people did not properly plan, and the financial awareness was, I would say it's very, very little. And so we save, and then we invest in all this, and we track, okay, how much expenses we are doing. So I started this. Even 10 rupees tea I have in a shop, I started writing, okay, today I had. So the overall, okay, then I calculated the total 2024, how much like I had spent, totally. So then I came to know that, okay, we are spending 13 lakhs a year. So including everything. Before that, okay, we are just going, spending and all that. And then we slowly we track. So in this way, we can do this. And so again, investment wise, so we smartly invest, and if we do this, we can achieve our fire number. So it is, again, it's not like a running race. No, I need to achieve at 40, but I have known people, they have achieved at 40s, and maybe 45 or 50, but at least we must be aware. And as we all know, there is a saying called, wants are unlimited and needs are limited. So we all must have a minimalism approach. So we buy so many things, which we don't want. And then, so even my brother-in-law, he is earning is about maybe 80,000 per month, but he gets an iPhone of 1 lakh. So it is in EMI. So, because of, financially illiterate, or, the literacy we call. So in the case, it will be very difficult. And let's now move on to the next segment, the most dreadful, what I feel is the table topics session. And for this, we have our Toastmaster Gayatri Ponusamy to say about her. She's an IT professional with 12 years of experience. She's a proud mother of a 5-year-old. She loves to chit chat and play chess with her son. Over to you, Toastmaster Gayatri Ponusamy.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Karthik. Good morning, everyone. Once again, good morning.
Good morning.
We will go with non-role players first, and then we will move on to guest, followed by role players if time permits. Who wants to take up first? Can you please volunteer? You can raise your hand, or you can ping me in the chat. Alex, should I need to consider it as thumbs up? And
No. So there's Navanita, and you can call the non-players directly, so we save time.
yeah, okay, sure. Toastmaster Navanitha, would you like to take the topic?
Yes, Gayatri.
Okay. Toastmaster Navanitha, do you believe early retirement is achievable in your industry? Why or why not? Toastmaster Navanitha, do you believe early retirement is achievable in your industry? Why or why not?
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Gayatri. Early retirement, achievable or not in my industry? Okay. I mean, I have a personal opinion about the early retirement. If, my job is my passion, this is what I wanted to do, right? I love to do, then why do I need to retire, right? Because I love this. So I'm sure in any profession, there may be some people who are fortunate to have such a choice, like their passion became their profession, right? For them, I think I don't see any retirement, because if financial independence is one thing. Of course, I mean, you could achieve at any point in time. Then you need to really be busy in life. My point is, from the time that you could be independent,
Retirement planning is breaking him. I think we will call him little later.
Toastmaster Navanitha, it is breaking.
Okay, I think I call quality. Am I audible now?
Yeah, it seems fine now.
Okay. So yeah, but there are some people, who ended up in a job where it's not their passion. I really want them to, achieve their financial independence, and then they could focus on for their passion, right? Whatever they want to do in their life. So in IT industry, I mean, it's an evolving field. It's continuously, evolving. You need to keep upskilling yourself. Otherwise, you don't need to retire yourself. The IT industry itself will ensure, you are out of, touch, right? So, yeah, you need to. I don't think it is still possible for some people who could really, achieve the financial independence at an early stage, and then move on to their passion. But for some, yeah, it is hard. But more than anything, I want all the IT engineers to upskill themselves to be fit within the industry's needs. So thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Gayatri.
Thank you, Toastmaster Navanitha. I was someone who thought to retire in 4 or 5 years, then go and settle in hometown. But recently, after joining Toastmaster, our recent events has changed me that I want to continue in the field as long as I can. So my perspective is completely changed now. Let me call next speaker, Toastmaster Daniel Andrew. Would you like to take up? Yeah, thank you. Have you set a target retirement age? What's influencing that decision? Toastmaster Daniel Andrew, have you set a target retirement age? What's influencing that decision?
The retirement age, setting a target for retirement age is quite difficult for me as of now, because today's sessions is a quite eye opener for me, because a lot of insights which I was not thinking that people should have planning for their future. The money calculation what TMOD was explaining, it was very good to know that it is important. Actually, it is need of the hour. Every human being should plan for their future savings, financial savings, because you can work for long as how healthy you are. Once your health condition is started diminishing or started decreasing, so you will not able to work for longer. So that is what this is most important, that we should have a retirement, early retirement plan we should have. For that, we can plan for passive income, and we can set up other businesses, other entrepreneurship. I think some of our team member like Mr. Alex Jacob, he is already entrepreneur. So we need to set up such a thing so that we can retire early. We may not depend on somebody for monthly salary, monthly income. So it is need of the hour. We need to decide our retirement age based on our present income. Parallelly, we need to increase our income so that we can have our retirement age at the earliest, so that we will have a smooth life in the future, maybe after 55 or after 60, so we can handle our family in a sophisticated manner. Over to you, Toastmaster Gayatri. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Daniel Andrew, for sharing your perspective. Yeah, I agree, because life is so unpredictable. We should keep saving for our future, at least, as our Toastmaster of the day has mentioned, at least 50% of our savings should be there, so that we can handle our unpredictable future. With that said, let me move on to next speaker. Toastmaster Anbarasan, would you like to take a topic?
Yes, Gayatri.
Yeah. How do you balance saving for the future with enjoying life today? Toastmaster Anbarasan, how do you balance saving for the future with enjoying life today?
Thank you, Toastmaster Gayatri. So how do you balance life and enjoying that life? Okay. So you are asking me the questions. Today I have two daughters. So I want to focus my daughters' futures. Right now I'm focusing on only the savings. So I don't want to involve any costly things. So very calculative. I'm very calculative, budget based. Okay. And up to 5, I was up to 5th date, I settling all the amount to rent or savings, and everything I transferred amount. The remaining amount I kept, it will be very less amount. So I have to manage those amount with after 25 days or 26 days. So this is my habit. But I will be managing with the remaining amount. So that's it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anbarasan. We should start saving a bit, though it is very small or large, it doesn't matter. If you keep saving it, like over the years, it will accumulate and it could help you.
Managed.
Let me call our next speaker. Toastmaster Jai Shankar, would you like to take a topic?
Yeah, table topic, Master Gayatri. Yes.
Is the concept of retirement outdated in a world of flexible work? Toastmaster Jai Shankar, is the concept of retirement outdated in a world of flexible work?
Definitely. When I had been working with Ford IT, and when quitting the Ford, I attended an interview for, for another organization where I went for an interview. I saw a guy who came around, must be 80 plus, with neat formals, tie, and all that. So I was thinking that whether he is a competitor for our mainframe world, whether he has come to attend the interview. So I attended the interview, I got the job, and he was there for a long time. I, with the curiosity, went and asked him, "What are you doing? Why are you here?" So he told that I I worked in some government services. I got retired. I first thing is I do my maintain my health very well. I walk a lot for a day, and I am here today to get the approach. I'm approaching the organization for subsidiary businesses like catering. So this kind of businesses I am doing. So supplying caterers, some kind of outlets. What an organization will do. So this kind of activities I'm doing. Since it's an IT company, I'm coming in a very presentable, formal way. I was just not able to believe, and looks like that guy will live for another 20 years. So he was so good. So I think that there is no nothing called retirement as far as your aim is on your health and your aim is on your awareness. I would not say awareness, and aim and awareness is both are same. And even at the age of 80, he wants to earn, and he wants to be presentable. He's healthy, and he says that he walks a lot, and he goes by bus and come. All that he can do only for maintaining his health and commutability. So definitely there is nothing called retirement. It is all in our mind. The experiences, what we get out of our job, and the circle what we move puts our mind into the negative state. Okay, hereafter I will not work, take rest. That's nothing the case. So it is all your attitude or an individual's attitude, what he wants to maybe like I would say that once married, the parents, the sons and daughters. Yeah, okay. So the attitude matters and the aim, interest matters. There is nothing called retirement. Till the last day we can work and earn and be happy. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jaishankar. We will have two more topics
Going to work.
for that.
No, we don't have time. We are already 8:30.
Okay.
Maybe one last speaker.
Yeah, one last speaker. Guest Priya was waiting for to speak. Priya, would you like to take up the topic? Priya?
Our Gayatri guest Anirudh was waiting.
Yeah,
Anirudh.
right. Yeah, I was about to call you. Anirudh, would you like to take?
Sure, definitely.
Yeah. Thank you. Guest Anirudh, how has the idea of early retirement changed with the rise of remote work? How has the idea of early retirement changed with the rise of remote work?
Okay. So I think remote work, right? Remote work is of two types again. So within, sorry, is somebody saying anything? Oh, yeah.
Alex's son popped up.
Coming back, right? The remote work is of two types. So it's either globally remote or it's remote within a subcontinent, right? So globally remote chances are, I would say, rare, right? And again, it would depend upon your skills and your role. But the idea is that it increases the chances of earning globally without having to relocate yourself, which means you can you're not earning in your own currency, which means, for example, right, let's say I'm sitting in India, there's an opportunity for me globally from the US where I can work on the US timings while I'm still in India, right? So what's happening is my earning potential rises drastically compared, because $1 is equal to 85 rupees, right? So obviously after conversions and transaction fees, charges, you would be getting somewhere around 60 rupees, let's say, for $1, right? So my earning potential is increasing drastically. And I would say that is a very good reason for people to, consider early retirement, because you're earning a lot in a short span of time. Let's say I work for in the remote position for at least 10 or 15 years, right? I would be earning nearly the amount which I would be earning if I were to work in the Indian industry for 25 years or 40 years, maybe. I hope I'm not over calculating here, but I guess you get the idea, right? So the earning potential is drastically different. So people tend to drift towards the idea of, let's say I have a remote job, okay, I can retire early and I can pursue what I want, because obviously at the point of retirement I would have enough financial support to pursue what I want. Let's say somebody wanted to start their own restaurant, right, for example, or they were passionate about doing some business. What's happening is they get the opportunity to retire early, and they also have the financial support to back any dream which they want to pursue. So I think, yes, having a remote job, obviously it boils down to the skills, preferences, and health and all, right? So those are the other variables or factors involved in. But ultimately, if someone is able to secure remote position, and assuming they are not interested in their, fully invested in their current role, right, they would plan for an early retirement. But I think as Toastmaster Jacob Jason, sorry, I didn't get the name, sorry for that. as they mentioned, right, if they are passionate about it, early retirement doesn't matter. So they would be working for a longer period, whether it's remote or not.
Yeah, thank you, Anirudh. Yeah, it differs from person to person. If you ask my perspective, if I have a remote job with a good pay, I will definitely go to hometown and settle. So it depends on each individual's priorities. If I ask my manager or my male colleagues in my team, they say like they prefer to work from home office instead of home because they were able to concentrate on work. So it depends on their situation and surroundings too. With that said, let me hand over the control back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Karthik. Thank you.
Thank you, Table Topic Master Gayatri Punaswamy, for that wonderful table topic session. Now let's move on with our third segment, the third section, which is the evaluation segment. And for this, I would like to hand over the stage to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Sivakumaran. Over to you, Toastmaster Sivakumaran.
Thank you, TMOD Karthik. And now we will move to the most constructive segment of the meeting, the speech evaluation. Timer, kindly note each evaluator will have 2 to 3 minutes for the evaluation. To evaluate first speaker, Toastmaster Bala Murugesan, I would like to invite Toastmaster K7 to provide the evaluation.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Sivakumaran. Our dear speaker Bala, Toastmaster Bala, has given confident. His speech was very confident, and it was evidently, his speech was really awesome. So the impact, the positive perspective of his speech was right from the start was good. The way he deposited the speech was really nice. The storytelling part was really good. I would like to put it in couple of formats. In clarity, there was some connectivity areas of enhancement can be done by Dr. Toastmaster Bala. So on the vocal variety, everything was awesome and eye contact was good. And the comfort level in which he gave his speech was really commendable, and he was very comfort on his level, and the variations were as well good. And what I felt was he could have explained the types of communication and the body language, the hand gestures can be enhanced, and in that sense, the speech was great, and it was really confident speech. Congrats to Bala on that. So areas of improvement or areas of enhancing yourself is the connectivity part. You could have explained the types of communication, explained in a bit variety way, wherein the guest and other members whom might have not learned the types of communication, they would have also learned about that. And the last thing was the hand gestures. So these were the areas of enhancing yourself can be done. Apart from that, everything was lovely, and it was a great speech. Thank you, Bala. Over to General Evaluator Toastmaster Sivakumaran.
Thank you, Jason. I would like to move on to the next speech evaluator, Alex, to provide his evaluation on speech given by Toastmaster Satish Kumar.
Thank you, General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guests. So I am evaluating Satish Kumar's speech. The speech is on applying feedback and giving a speech. Today, it's a TM and a PM. Obviously, TM, most of us would have thought it is Toastmasters, but the correlation was on tennis match, and how tennis match and the connection between a tennis match and project management was the essence of the speech. So a few things I liked it. First of all, standing and delivering the speech is very important. So it's an online format. We tend to sit and then give the speech with the limited hand gestures and body movements. But Satish Kumar delivered a speech by standing up. So it was a great gesture. And second is the absolute comparison which you have drawn between the project management and the tennis match. I think there was a core connection and it was connected beautifully well between the both aspects, when tennis match and project management. Both has its own problems and challenges and the way it approaches, the way it has been approached. So great. And third, of course, the examples and anecdotes you shared in between was also appropriate and apt. Now, coming to the recommendations of the speech, number one question I was asking myself was, what is in it for me? So, as an audience member, what is in it for me? So, there's a comparison happening. So, what is in it, or what are you trying to tell me? So, like our world champion speaker Farse told, look at the same speech which you have spoken for 30 minutes. Can you cut short to 15 minutes? Now, can you cut short to 5 minutes? Now, can you cut short to 50 seconds? And now 5 seconds. And can you speak the same thing without using words? Probably we can. That's where the body language comes in, right? Expressions and few things. Now, the whole point here is one, I think the time taken was a lot more than was required. I think it is almost like a two speech. So there are two things which I think probably need to work on is writing the speech and practicing the speech so that you will know how much is the amount of words and the thought process is needed for the speech. Second is looking or being a time conscious about what you speak. So in Toastmasters, what is the greatest learning in Toastmasters is not just about time management, but you are tuning yourself in your mind that, okay, I have spoken for 2 minutes. So without even a timer card is up, you know you have spoken for 2 minutes. You know you have spoken for 1.5 minutes. So that is very important. So overall, I must say, exciting speech. Now, can you share the speech in say 2 minutes and see that the same impact is given? All the best and thank you.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Alex Jacob, for evaluating speaker 2. Now I would like to call upon evaluator 3, distinguished Toastmaster Priyank, to evaluate the speaker number 3, Anushya.
Toastmaster Anushya, it was an absolutely great speech today. Thank you for delivering an insightful and informative speech. Why was it a great speech? Because you opened with a powerful quote in the beginning, which captivated the audience attention and hooked what's coming next. Yes, we know you're going to talk a lot about the leadership, but every time somebody delivers a speech on leadership style, believe me, it's very different. And it always captivates the audience when you have a powerful hook in the opening. Job well done. Moving on, the next thing which was great about your speech was you used a natural metaphor, like leadership styles is like different dresses that we wear, which I absolutely liked. Yes, it definitely is. We all have different styles of leadership, like the different kinds of dresses we wear. And I also liked the wordplay and rhyming words that you use, like skill and will. These kind of things actually hooks the audience. We don't sleep in the middle. It keeps us awake. The next great thing that I liked about your speech was you had a clean closure at the end and call to action. It was not just an informative speech, but there was a clean call to action where you use the power of 3 and power of 4: dream more, do more, learn more, become more. Now, what can be done to make this great speech even more greater? You could have added some examples and humor to elevate this speech. I felt a bit of a time it was more informative, so it slightly felt like a personal touch, a personal story on an example or a humor here and there would have made it even more greater. The other thing is, I understand this is an online speech, this is an online meeting, but again, there is more impact when you stand and deliver a speech than when you sit and deliver a speech. It makes your hand gestures visible, and that adds to your speech. Considering this from level 3, you could have utilized some of the learnings from your body language and vocal variety project here. we always want to build up on each speech. We want to build from what we learned from the previous speeches. The next thing that I would like to say for making a speech greater is you could have managed the time a little bit better by reducing the content to three main points, because we don't want to know about all the leadership styles, right? This is not an 18 to 22 minute speech. You could have taken only two leadership styles and shared about it and shared some personal examples or stories, because I felt you went like a little bit over time with the red card. So overall, it was a powerful opening with the quote. You could have done the greeting after the quote. Usage of metaphors like different dresses, skill, and will. It was a great informative speech. You could have added examples and humor to elevate the speech. There was a clean closure and call to action. Usage of power of 3 and 4. Little bit of trying to add the learnings from the previous speeches and standing up and delivering the speech. Adding some body language, vocal variety, cutting down the content and managing time will make it a greater speech. Thank you, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, evaluator, for your feedback. Now I will move on to the timer report. Timer Digvijay, can you please provide your feedback?
Hi all. Just a second. Yeah. So, as I earlier said that time is extremely important and you should be very mindful, like whatever you are doing or whatever you are saying or whatever things you are spending your time with, you should be very mindful that how much time you are spending and is it worth my time. And also you have to see that everything is done in the stipulated time. That is extremely important because time is running out and you cannot just spend it just like that, you know. So just be very mindful when you spend your time. So okay, so I will read out because today many have exceeded their time. And so the first speaker was Speaker Bala, and he took 7 minute 11 second. Then second speaker, Mr. Satish Kumar, has taken a whooping 13 minutes 17 second. So, and speaker Anushya has taken 7 minute 54 second. Then toast in table topics, the first speaker Navneeta has taken 2 minute 10 second. Then Daniel Andrew has taken 1 minute 49 second. Then third table topic speaker Amberson has taken 1 minute 10 second. Then Mr. Jayashankar has taken 2 minute 29 second. Toastmaster Anirudh has taken 2 minute 42 second. Then first evaluator Keshwan has taken 1 minute 42 second. Evaluator Alex has taken 3 minute 21 second. And evaluator Priyank has taken 3 minute 24 second. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, timer Digvijay, for your report. Can I have our counter, Toastmaster Anbarasan, to provide his report, please?
Thank you, sir. There are three speakers given their speeches today. First speaker, Bala. I don't find any filler words. The only she used 2 times. The next one, Satish Kumar. He used 1 times, like 2 times, and so 1 times. And the third speaker, Anushya, she used 1 times and 2 times. And also she's repeating the previous words. For example, who inspires others, she take a pause. After that, she repeating that same words, who inspires others. She missed the flow a little bit, apart from everything speaking. And then coming to the table topics, Navneeta used the filler words and 2 times, so 2 times, 2 times. And comes to Daniel, used and 2 times. And I don't find any filler words for Jay Shankar and I guess Anirudh. And coming to evaluator, Keshav used are 2 times, so 1 times. And I don't find any filler words for Alex and Priyan. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster. Sure, Kumar.
Thank you, Anbarasan, for your report. Can I have grammarian Dr. Murugesan to provide his grammarian report, please?
Yes, thank you, General Evaluator. And the word of the day is delusion, and only one speaker, Balamurugan, had used this word, and none of the speaker have used this. Actually, the delusion they can use in various things like the retirement seems to be a delusion. So they're using the same concept, but they have not used this word delusion. So that they can use that. And then the first speaker had used this word credibility and bubbling an activity, energy, and made him to explore Herculean task, passivate, get in momentum. So these are the phrases which he had used it wisely. And speaker two, Sadish Kumar, had used this triple constraint, and he had compared the analogy with that with the tennis, with the project management or manager, and the word seldom, agility, articulate, toil. So all these words he had used. And the third speaker, Anisha, so he's used with the quote, and also some words like autocrat, democratic, delegations, and so coaching, all these things, and also the phrase of skill and will he had used, understanding and adapting he had used, and learn more and do more. So nice phrases he had used. And table topic, Navneet used soothing. And in this unpresent, I'll be managing here use, so I have managed. So like that, I had to use it. And Jay Shankar, table topic here. Hereafter, I will not work. He had used it, so I had to use it. So I have not worked, like that. He had to use. And apart from this, in the evaluation metamorphosis, you used. Um, so overall, it was a lot of new words and lot of new phrases I've seen in this meeting. Thank you. Over to GM, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Dr. Murugesan, for your report. And finally, I will come to my general evaluator report. I will be quick. Starting with presiding officer speech, it was meeting was started on time. Then secretary report is led by Gayatri, which is a good practice. The secret team is revealed by the Toastmaster of the day as fire. Then itself, we got a time delay of 10 minutes. We should have we attained to the stage by 7:15. Then timer has given his timing details, and he asked everyone to respect time, which was said by the initial phase of the meeting itself. But I think we have not stick to that in our today's meeting. And one recommendation to timer is icebreaker intro is not required, as we don't have icebreaker speeches today. Our counter is our counter and grammarian role is explained, and the word of the day delusion is given recommended by our grammarian today. Then a TMOD, I have a recommendation. Evaluator would be introduced by general evaluator. He would not be introduced by the Toastmaster of the day itself. And you have a good practice where you mentioned the name, speech title, and the name as like we have doing our contest format. Then when we started the speech one, we are already delayed, and all the three speeches are completely related to a corporate structure. I know that we are all professionals, and even in a community club, all the speeches we are getting is related to corporate and all the professional way, how technology and everything related to that. I was expecting some humorous or some other format, which is fine. So we got in that way. Then that's what one recommendation to speaker 1 and 2, which is we have two things in our speech. One is content, the other one is stagecraft. So if you don't use, if you always sit and give your speeches, only content we will be getting. We will be looking at you and observing what you're speaking. The stagecraft part is completely lost. We don't know. We don't have any vocal variety. What vocal variety you can observe, but body language and stage movements, everything is completely lost. So at some point, I feel like I'm watching a news channel in the morning. Observing. Going through the daily affairs. Such kind of impression I got when listening to the two speakers. So please improve your to improve your stagecraft. Please involve more giving your speaker standing. And also observe Satish is folding hands and giving a speech. And speaker number two, folding hands is not recommended. So I would say that. And speaker number two, I would say again. You have prepared a speech and you have come for that. And taking 13 minutes is, very poor management is what I would say. Because you know your script and you're going to come and talk here before a set of people. If it goes beyond 30 seconds or 1 minute, it is acceptable. But 13 minutes and half to give a speech, and when you know that this is the script and this is the time format we have, this is the time constraint we have, I would say that it is a poor management. I would recommend you please come with proper planning and set your timers and practice couple of times so everybody will know that okay, everybody can observe and get benefited out of it. We should not set a wrong precedent that the 13 minutes should give us prepared speech for 7 minutes timelines. And yeah, then sorry, in between we were trying to pin the speaker, but we couldn't do it because of some other reason. We were trying to shuffle between ourselves the roles. Pinning the speaker in the meeting front is not done well. We have to prepare properly for that. And and I feel that somewhere other role player also have taken more time when giving their speeches. Somewhere I feel that TMOD also is giving a prepared speech in between, like more than 5 minutes or 7 minutes. I would recommend we have a timer card for all the role players, so we know that we know that okay, we are going beyond time, and now we are almost 9 o'clock, so we would not reach to this level. And at last, evaluator one, he used the time 1 minute 40 seconds. I would recommend again this time he did not use a full time to give the evaluation. The evaluation part is to benefit the speaker to know that what are the positives and negatives and give the commendations and recommendations in a constructive way. But underutilizing the time and completing the speech evaluation speech, which is not a good practice. So please prepare yourself, come to the meeting and do full evaluations to the a speaker, which will help you and as well the speaker. And at last, I find that the timer has not given the timing card for evaluator 2 in a prompt way. Green come and after 5 seconds, yellow has come and at last red come in another 5 seconds, which is not good. So, please maintain the timing card properly so everyone will know. The evaluator will know that what is the timing they have taken to prepare themselves on the speech and close it on time. This is my evaluation report. Thanks for the chance, and I hand it over back to TMOD for his to continue the meeting.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for the brief, comprehensive evaluation. So hope we all learn from the evaluator evaluation report. So we have come to the final part, and so as we learned about the fire, so please, it's everybody start calculating your fire numbers and try to it's not a running race, it's a marathon. So it's slowly we can definitely achieve it. And it's possible. It's nothing impossible, and people are achieving it slowly. So with this, I would like to hand over the stage to our presiding officer, DTM Alex. Over to you, DTM Alex.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Karthik. We are almost nearing 9, and many of you want to leave to office also. So before that, I like to hear it from one of the guests, a quick feedback. Probably somebody was joined for the very first time. And in the meantime, the results are ready. So kindly vote in also, please. Kindly cast your votes. Anybody would like to share their thoughts? Anushya? All right, thanks. And I also would like to congratulate our first-time role player, or those who have played for the very first time, Anbarasan. He was doing the role of accountant for the very first time, right? Correct, Shiva?
No, he
Or
has
is that
done a timer role before, Alex.
okay? All right.
Counter it
So
is first.
Yeah,
okay,
account.
account. So fine. Thank you. So these are the basic steps in Toastmasters. We learn to listen, we learn to articulate. So these are very important. So now let's have our results ready.
Yeah, yes, Alex. Can I read out the results?
Yes, please. Okay.
The best role player is Toastmaster of the day, Karthik. The best tag player is Toastmaster Digvijay. Best speaker is Toastmaster Bala. Best table topic speaker is guest Anirudh. And best evaluator is distinguished Toastmaster Alex.
Thank you, and kindly share those in the group as well, so that those who have not been here can see. Okay. Thank you. So with this, we come to the end of meeting number 324. So next week's meeting is a milestone meeting. I'm sure there will be enough surprises. So we had a very interesting theme today by Karthik Fire. I'm sure a lot of interesting inputs. Thank you, Karthik, for that. So big round of applause for Karthik to staying late and bringing something exciting. So one of the thoughts which shared by one of the biggest investors in the world to me was he shared always try to enhance your experiences. For example, if you are regularly eating in Sarana Bhavan, now try eating in Sarana Bhavan AC hall, or then increase to a 3-star hotel or a 4-star or a 5-star hotel. If you are regularly driving a sedan, now get into a SUV and probably a luxury car, and change the way you're looking at that feeling about things. And I think that can make a huge difference. The way you experience things can change many things inside our brain. So which was also indirectly related to what Karthik was telling about Fire, retired early. So once the hormones inside your brain changes, a lot of things can change outside. So let's plan our life and let's live an exciting life. All the best. Let's plan for meeting number 325. With this, I adjourn meeting number 324. Let's have a quick picture. Can you switch on the video? Quick, yeah. Can someone else also take? Did someone take it?
Yeah, I am taking it.
All right, thank you. Thank you. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.